Hello and welcome to Tech Gadgets. Today I'm going to review Maruti Suzuki Ignis and Tata Tiago and Hyundai Grand i10. So, in a country obsessed with the small car, it is but obvious that manufacturers will launch one model or the other every now and then. And this time is the turn of Maruti Suzuki. The company recently launched the brand new Ignis, which will be sold via Nexa chain of premium dealerships. And Hyundai is not expected to keep quiet, so the Korean manufacturer has updated the Grand i10. In this melting pot of options, Tata offers the Tiago, which is also relatively new. So let's see. In design terms, the Ignis is best referred to as quirky, little small car, and that comes as a compliment. It is the design which sets the car apart, and the front end with its boxy shapes looks odd. Again, a compliment. The top of the line version come with daytime running lights and LED headlights, which offer a splendid view and beam. And in profile, the boxy nature of the design is ever so prominent. And the profile also reveals the high ground clearance of 180 mm, which the Ignis offers, and the side slats though are purely a design tuft and hails back to the original Curvo hatchback. And the flared wheel arches add to the sporty flair of the Ignis. When come to the Grand i10, has also been spruced up to compete with the Ignis, so it gets a new front bumper and grille combo, and the headlamps have been tweaked and daytime running lights have been added. Other changes outside include a new rear bumper with a large black plastic insert area with reflectors. Apart from that, essence of Grand i10 design remains unchanged. As compared to the Ignis, which is sporty, the Grand i10 looks a bit more sophisticated. And the Tiago comes from Tata's new school of design. It comes with sharp lines and a sporty stance. Up front, the signature hexagonal grille makes an appearance, and the wraparound front bumper gives the car a very contemporary look, with the bonnet line not coming to the edge, as it is a requirement for the pedestrian protection. In profile 2, Tiago looks smart, and the same continues to the rear. So, when it comes to the interior space of these three cars, the interiors of the Ignis impresses with its unique design, and the dash has a multi-tier design, and the air vents are cleverly positioned, and center console comprises of a large infotainment system. It is the same touchscreen unit which is available in the Baleno and other Nexa cars. But most interesting feature in the top variant has to be toggle buttons on the climate control system. It just adds to the fun factor, and the Ignis also gets its fair share of color coded bits within the cabin, and things like the door pulls etc. are painted in body colors, adding to the bling within the cabin. When it comes to space, there is plenty in the Ignis, especially the headroom, and seats are soft and are comfortable on usual city drives. And the longer highway journeys could pose mild discomfort as far as figures go. At 260 liters, the Ignis has the largest boot. And when it comes to the Grand i10 interiors, complement its exterior well. The sophistication continues insides, and the spurs up matters. Hyundai has added a touchscreen infotainment system, and the unit also beams the feed from the reversing camera. And Tiago though comes with a fancy dashboard. Tata is also offering additional glitch in the form of color coded covers for the AC vents and other trims. It simply adds that the jazz in the cabin. And stereo on the Tiago is the best and can give many a car from higher segments a run from their money. And Harman unit paired to 8 speakers no less give a fantastic audio experience, and Bluetooth comes along as well. On the downside, the instrument panel is not as interesting. The design is simple and could have been done better. When it comes to space, the Tiago scores decently up for, but the rear section is not as spacious as the other two here. And one specific input here will be standard 1 meter knee room measurement owing to the long play of the pedals, and the figure gets affected and thereby it reduces valuable points. While this is a trait of most Tata cars, things are slightly better in Tiago. And rear seats can be folded just like the two out here, but it does not fold flat, and by hindering loading abilities in the boot. When it comes to the dimension list, the Ignis measures in 3700 mm, which does not make it longest of the lot, but at 1690 mm it is surely the widest here. It is also the tallest, 1595 mm, and the last but not least is also has the longest wheelbase of the lot, 2435 mm. And Grand i10 on the other hand is the longest hatch here at 3765 mm, and the Tiago is the most compact of this lot. And when it comes to the engine options, the most astonishing factor is that three are very closely matched as far as their firepower is concerned. All three hatchbacks here comes with a 1.2 liter engines, while the Ignis and Grand i10 offers the exact power output at 81 bhp. The Tiago is slightly more at 84 bhp in spite of having 3 pods as compared to the other which have 4 pods. But the figure still a different tale if you look at the weights. The Ignis is the lightest, while the Tiago comes with an eco and power modes. So what happens when the thing starts rolling? And drive quality, the Ignis feels light to drive right from the word go. It accelerates fast and gets 100 kmph quickly. The engine is extremely rev happy and eager to be pushed hard. It seems like the sporty design of the car mimics the performance, and the gearbox is slick and shifting the gears is fun. But in case you want to cruise through and avoid all the hooliganism, the Ignis settles down per shift at low revs and you will be barely able to hear the motor. And there is a plenty of torque to pull you through without requirement of a downshift. If driven in a kind and gentle manner, the fuel economy figure stays way above 15 kmpl mark in the city with ease. And steering feels light and the car is agile. This makes for a splendid combination on the go for an enthusiast. And the Grand i10 too sticks to its aura and is best driven to be refined manner. And the engine is smooth too and power is ample. However, owing to its weight, it's not as fast as 100 kmph as the Ignis. And gearbox is a smooth operator and the clutch is light also. Ride quality is on the softer side, and this means that in the city Grand i10 absorbs usual ruts and bumps with ease. However, steering is a bit dull and could do with more fun, or there's no that much of feedback when compared to the Ignis. And Tiago's engine does not offer the same level of refinement as the other two, but it's fun no less. Adding to its personality, or I may say dual personality, or the drive modes. In eco mode, the Tiago does feel a bit sluggish as the maps are designed to keep fuel efficiency as priority, and overtaking specially requires a downshift. But switch to power and there is a marked difference in performance. Car starts feeling quick and fun to drive. So in case you have a driver, make him drive on eco while you can enjoy the power mode. And Tata's steering setup is good and offers decent amount of feedback, and the suspension setup on the other hand soaks up bumps well. At the same time, handling is also very impressive. So when it comes to the cost factor, has a lot of play in this segment. To make it a level playing field, the top line variants available for all three cars here. So most expensive of the lot here is Ignis, and at the same time it is the most loaded and offers brilliant performance. And the Grand i10 is slightly cheaper and comes in with a steady dose of features. But the surprise of the lot is the Tiago. It is considerably cheaper than the Ignis and Grand i10, and at the same time it comes with a substantial bit of kit. So if it is cost which dictates your purchase, then Tiago is best for you. Let's start with the Tiago. If you are on a budget, then this is the car to buy. And the top end variant is well packed with features, and it has got multiple driving modes as well. But it is not the best of the lot here. And the Grand i10 gives the Ignis a good fight but comes in a second place. And the Ignis then wins our test. It is the most spacious, offers lots of space for occupants, has the largest boot and offers the best performance, and fuel economy is also top notch. And as we all know that Maruti is reliable in everything, the maintenance is very less. And look into the cost, and one might be find a bit too expensive, but suggestion is that one to buy is the Alpha variant. That is one which is properly loaded with all the equipment. So these are the comparison of these three cars. So if you have a good budget, then go for Ignis, and if you are looking for a decent budget, then go for Tata Tiago. So hope that guys you like this video. Please comment and subscribe for my channel for more tech and auto related updates. Thank you.